And then there was another story on IGN that I found interesting that just said that Black Adam is likely to lose money and could
Really?
yeah, I know that surprised me, and could lose as much as $100 million.
Wow.
Really? How much did they spend on it?
I'm not sure what the budget was. I could probably find that article,
Yeah,
but yeah, that surprised me because I remember when we reviewed it on the show and we were all like, it was kind of a mediocre movie, but I'm sure it'll make its money back, which, I mean, you factor in like the rocks in it and just the fact that it's a comic book property. Like, I would have thought for sure it would have, at the very least made its money back.
well, maybe they're starting to frizzle like how much the market can deal with nothing but superhero movies.
I mean, if this leads to them like making like maybe fewer but higher quality, like
Yeah.
or if there's just enough saturation now that people are like, well, I'm only going to go see the good ones, not all of them, because they're not as special anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a good thing ultimately.
I don't know. I mean, people are watching Marvel movies and Marvel shows like at pretty high rates.
Yeah, I gotta think that with Marvel, it's more that they just have a good track record, and so
Yeah.
people trust them more. Whereas DC's been so slapdash in quality that people are like, I don't know to begin with, and then I've never heard of this character,
That's true. Yeah.
and maybe The Rock alone wasn't enough to, apparently like. It started out okay, like that. Probably that weekend we went and saw it, but then it dropped off quite a bit, and so yeah, it's looking to lose money.
Can you imagine doing some gigantic project with like thousands of people and then just losing $100 million?
I mean, yeah, yeah, that would definitely suck. I mean, I can't imagine being in that place. And sometimes very
Can
good.
you justify making a second one if you lose $100 million?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I would be no. I mean, if it does lose money, I don't think you'll get a Black Adam 2. The Rock is popular enough that I could see them, being like, oh, Black Adam is in this Superman movie or whatever. But no, if this is
No more
losing that kind of,
standalones.
yeah, I can't imagine. Can you? A movie loses that much money and they're like, oh, we'll greenlight a second one. I don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, if they're going to do this thing where let's say it's true, they do recast Momoa as Lobo, like maybe it would be better to recast The Rock as someone else. I'm not sure who. There is a version of Superman that's black, so he could probably do that.
Superman.
Black Superman. I'd watch Rock as Black Superman. Although Black Adam is kind of Black
isn't he
Superman.
basically Black
kind of.
Who'd be good Black Superman?
Well, at one point there was a story that they were possibly developing the Black Superman movie, and they floated Michael B. Jordan as the guy.
Kind of young. Maybe I could see it.
Yeah, but you kind of want somebody young if you're going to do like a shared universe.
Where it might be like 10 or 15 years.
Because look how far along the Marvel universe is going. If you're successful, you want it to keep going. And like if you start a guy even in his 30s, he's going to be into his 50s by the time you're probably done with him or whatever. And so yeah, it's something to think about if you're going to do a shared universe, I think. But I'm definitely interested to hear like their plans, like when
I don't know what they're going to do with the movies they already made, like the Flash movie and stuff. Like, is that Gunn's decision on if they're going to release it or what?
I mean, as far as if they're going to release it, I would say that's probably out of his hands. That's probably that David Zaslav's guy's decision. But to me, I mean, the only part of it that they were like, should be where there was debate was when Ezra Miller was getting in a lot of legal trouble. But like, they've spent so much money on it, I think they almost have to release it.
Yeah.
Like, even if he does something crazy, I think they almost have to and just be like, Yeah, sorry. But, that's why I think the Flash movie, especially since it's that Flashpoint storyline, can definitely work as a reset to the universe.
Right.
But then it's like, maybe not, because the Blue Beetle movie and the Aquaman 2 are coming out after that.
Yeah.
So it's like, Aquaman 2 is still firmly in this universe. They already shot the movie, So, God, I don't know if The Flash is even going to be the movie that changes things, really.
I don't know.
I don't even know if I've ever heard of the Blue Beetle. It just makes me think of the Tick.
Yeah, it does make me think of the Tick. Yeah.
He's basically, well, there's been different versions, but the version they're going with is like this kid that gets infused with like this.
He gets bitten by a beetle.
It's like it's like this alien piece of technology, and it like grafts to him and like puts this like suit over him. But it like I think he kind of like fights with it sometimes too. Like it tries to take control sometimes. So it's almost like an electronic venom kind of.
Oh,
The symbiote.
Kind of, not exactly, but it has similarities, I guess.